Welcome to Hardly in Love. It is your host, Tyshawn Jackson, in here on a romantic Thursday night.
Facts.
With my co-host, Ryan Ketchens.
It's official, man. I'm ready. This is the very first time we did 4 live episodes in a week. So I think this is about to be the big one.
And for those of you who don't understand what he's talking about, if you're not up to date, Hardly Initiated and Hardly in Love are going live Monday through Thursday. So Tuesday and Thursday nights, Hardly in Love. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I need you to do it right now. This is the 4th ever blind dating segment that we are doing here, and we're doing it a little bit different because tonight I have one bachelor about to be on the search for love with 6 incredible ladies. And I know they're incredible. Because right now, listen, Hardly in Love's a baby. And whenever it's a baby, I keep my hands on my baby. So I personally have phone called every single person on here to make sure they qualify to be on the stage. And let's just say they qualify. All right?
Big facts.
Yes.
So first, shout out to all the lovers in the chat. Guys, go ahead and drop match if you are ready to find a match tonight. Now, this is very special this Thursday night because tonight, like Tyshawn stated, we are doing things a little bit different. So give me an opportunity to read these rules to you. So, of course, by the end of the night, our bachelor will choose to find one connection based on chemistry, values, and genuine conversation. Now, for tonight, there will be 4 rounds, okay? 4 rounds, of course, each brings new opportunities for the singles to get to know each other on a deeper level, and hopefully, of course, we'll find a connection. Now, at the end of each round, 1 or more contestants will be eliminated until we get down to the very last 2. Okay. Now, once eliminated, and this is for all the contestants in the back. Once eliminated, of course, we will remove you, so it's no second chances. But this is the thing: if you stick with us at the end, we are going to open up the floor for all the lovers to join us live, so they can actually have an opportunity to ask any questions or share any thoughts they might have with the singles.
That's a fun part here, y'all. So y'all stay patient.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Now, after the final round, the lovers can call in, like I stated, and of course, any super chat over $10 will be read live on air.
Yeah,
the super chats was going crazy. I think Slave for Christ was really going crazy with the super chats last show. So keep them rolling, because guys, we want to hear your thoughts, and we want you to get as active as possible in what's happening tonight. So let's get it.
We already got over 100 people in here.
It's excellent.
So I think we are ready to go ahead and bring out our first bachelor here.
Bring 'em out.
All right, it's about that time. So actually, Terrell, reveal yourself, brother. I want to go ahead and bring up my bachelor here tonight.
What's up, everybody?
What's popping with you, Terrell? How you living, brother?
How y'all doing?
Good.
Well, hold on.
Not the ladies.
The ladies
Terrell,
backstage
Slow down,
talking.
brother. Slow down.
Not y'all, we got to introduce you, ladies. But just be patient.
Terrell is cool, though. Terrell is a charming brother. He's driven. He's looking for, a connection beyond the surface.
Yeah.
And after we talked to him, we thought he was a really great guy to bring on for the ladies to have an opportunity for love.
Man, let me tell you,
Yeah.
we ended up, my calls are usually very quick, 10 to 15 minutes. Terrell ended up being on the phone for 30, 45. He's a brother of great depth, and y'all are going to hear some interesting things about him just shortly, so stay patient. In fact,
well, let's
pull up his card up, Lano,
yeah,
so we can go ahead and see some details about Terrell, because Terrell here is right here in ATL, Georgia. He has 1 child, standing 5'9", and ladies, check this one out here. My brother is a speaker, a leader, and a pastor. They said he want a man of God. Let's see if they're going to get one tonight.
Right.
Okay?
I think that makes things very, very interesting.
And obviously, he's a pastor. Obviously, his faith is a Christian. He is a Christian leader here. He asked us to, keep the church private. So, ladies, that's not going to be the topic of conversation here. What we're going to do is get to know this brother so we can just make sure there is connection, chemistry, and alignment.
Well, let's get it kicked off. So, we want to get to know you, Terrell. And I would say the first question, I'm already seeing pastor on your profile, so I think that's most interesting. Are there any specific challenges that you've experienced being a pastor and being single and dating?
Absolutely. People with hidden motives and agendas. A lot of time as a pastor, people try to, they have hidden motives of why they want to come on to you or who you're connected to. So, just trying to, hold on to my relationship with Jesus and let nothing come in between that. It can be challenging sometimes doing that.
I could only imagine.
Yeah, no, I get it. And you know, we got 6 beautiful ladies prepped up for you tonight here. You know, what's most important to you as you know, have conversation and get to know these ladies? What's one of the most important qualities you're looking for tonight in these ladies?
Listen, I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. The challenge I've been having is I'm looking for a woman that has a genuine relationship with Christ. And what I mean by that is it's not based on what you do. Yeah, I'm good. I go to church. I tithe. Those are all good qualities. Nothing wrong with that. But do you know Jesus for yourself? Do you have a conversation with you? Do you hear his voice? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm looking for because that's what I have. So it had, you know, the Bible says that. How can two become one except they agree? So that's been the challenge for me in the dating world.
Understood. And we got to get to know you, like I said, on a deeper level. So it's only right for us to ask about the past. So, Terrell, let me ask you, when was your last relationship and why didn't it work out?
The last relationship was about almost 2 years ago, and it didn't work out for that very reason. It was somebody that I met in a church, and, you know, they wore this covering as if they were deeply intimate with Christ. And after dating and getting, you know, intimate, and when I say intimate, it doesn't mean physically, it means come inside of me and seeing the wounds and seeing everything on the inside. I discovered that person didn't genuinely have a love for Christ or have an intimate relationship with them. So unfortunately, we had to part ways.
You know, it's so interesting because I hear all the ladies always talking about they can't find a man, you know, of God and a man who's living this life, so on and so forth. And now my brother comes up here and he's saying the same thing about him having the same issue and the same problem. Exactly. That's interesting. What a conundrum.
Well, look, Terrell, hopefully we'll be able to find the right solution for you tonight. But I think we heard enough from Terrell. I'm ready to move to the ladies.
Let's get it. Bring out the ladies. Let's actually bring out our very first lady here tonight.
Who we got, Ty?
Let me check it out, man. I'm very excited about these 6 ladies we got here. We did a great job recruiting backstage. Let's actually start with New York's finest back here. We got Delicia that I want to go ahead and start with here. What up with you, Delicia? My sister Delicia out there in Queens, New York. Delicia has 2 kids, standing 5'4". She is an educator here, right, of our nation. And she's also a Christian woman. Welcome to Hardly in Love, Delicia.
How you feeling, Delicia?
I'm feeling great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Of course. Listen, well, we want
the cat ears is going crazy.
I like that though.
I really like the cat ears.
Lovers need to go ahead and drop cat in the chat now.
Kitty, drop kitty in the chat.
I like that, Delano. Put 30 seconds on the clock real quick, Delano.
Yeah,
that should be enough. We'll try to figure this out if we need 60 seconds or 30 seconds. But Delicia,
you're gonna have to be brief and brilliant.
Brief and brilliant. Tell us about yourself and tell us about what you're looking for in a potential partner.
Sure. So again, I'm Delicia, and I am a woman of God. I've been born and raised in Queens, New York, and truly just looking for somebody who understands what love really means. You know, God's version of love. I refer to my favorite verse: "Love is patient, love is kind." I feel like we're missing those just core elements of love, and I'm looking for someone who knows how to give it and receive it. And can really, you know, go a little bit deeper than, you know, just the surface of what we see, and, you know, really go into who we are and what we feel, what we think, and, you know, where we're trying to go. Looking for a goal-oriented man who, of course, a man of God, who's also, you know, looking to be a husband, a father, a friend, and a lover overall.
Okay.
There you have it. And we're going to give you 60 seconds here because I really want y'all to be able to properly introduce yourself here because I don't know if Ryan made this very clear, but after we get through everybody here, obviously it's 6 beautiful ladies here. We have to wind this down. We will have eliminations at the end of introductions. So just be patient here with us, ladies.
Now, real quick, pull up Terrell real quick because I want to holler at my boy Terrell.
Absolutely.
Now, T, listen, we need you to make sure you're taking notes over there because
Okay.
we're gonna follow up with you to make sure you don't have any
Okay.
follow up questions or concerns for the ladies once they get an opportunity to, you know, showcase their personalities a bit, and then also let you know what they're looking for in a partner. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Next up, Tyler, let's get it.
Let's get it. All right, so we're going to my next sister here. We got my sister. It looks like we actually have my sister Zoran here. Let's go ahead and pull Zoran up. What's up with you, Zoran? How you doing?
How you doing?
Zoran, look, New York is in the building tonight because Zoran is coming straight out of Brooklyn, New York. She has no kids, standing 5'8". She is a Broadway artist, and her faith is Buddhist along with, and make sure, I want to make sure I have this right. Buddhist along with a Christian, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Okay. That's interesting.
I just want to make sure I'm giving all the right and proper information here. So Zoran, I'm going to put 60 seconds on the clock here for you as well, because the audience wants to know you. Most importantly, Terrell wants to know you. So if you can, tell me a little bit about yourself and what you're looking for in your man.
Yes. Hi. My name is Zoran Villanueva. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I currently reside in Harlem, but I have been a Broadway actress for about 10, 12 years now. I've always acted, danced, sing, and I'm also a writer. I also teach children, and so I do a lot of things on the side of that in educating children about what I do. What am I looking for? I am looking for a calm man, a man that is adventurous and always curious, wants to learn new things. I'm a big learner. I love to learn all the time. I love to travel. I'm also looking for someone who is connected to their heart and knows how to use it, you know, and also someone that has a strong spiritual connection.
There you have it. Hold on, Zoran. I got to cut you off right there because we got to keep it. We got to respect the clock.
That was good though.
We got to respect the clock. I got a really good idea of what you're looking for here. You ended with a strong spiritual connection. I think this brother has that here checked in my personal opinion, but we'll get to see over the next few. Let me get actually to my next beautiful bachelorette.
Let's get Keisha
here.
up.
You said Keisha?
Yeah, let's bring Keisha up.
Bring Keisha to the front.
What's up, Keisha?
Hi, how you guys?
Listen, Keisha, welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
We got to make sure Terrell learns a little bit about you, okay? So you ready to tell us?
Hold on 1 second. We got to show Keisha. Keisha here, Atlanta, Georgia, no kids, 5'6". She is a health and wellness coach, y'all. She's taking care of herself in these streets, and she is a Christian woman.
So Keisha, tell us about yourself and what you're looking for in a partner.
Okay, hey y'all, I'm Keisha. I'm originally from Detroit. I just moved to Atlanta in October. I'm a financial assistant by day. That's my 9 to 5, but I've recently become a health and wellness coach just because I love everything health, wellness, fitness. I work out a little bit. So I love everything health, wellness, and fitness. And what I'm looking for in a man is obviously a God-fearing man, somebody that has a relationship with Jesus Christ, a follower of Jesus Christ, and that has a real personal relationship. Like, that's not just, oh, I go to church sometimes or whatever. Like, you really, you know, you pray, you fast, you read your word, and you really walk in that walk. And I mean, besides all that, just somebody fun, somebody that loves life, somebody that cares about themselves, like their health, obviously, and somebody that likes to work out, somebody that just likes to have fun. Like, I'm a fun-loving person.
There we go.
Yeah.
Listen, we got it. We got you, sister. We got you.
He making his own sounds. Make a sound for that.
We got to get that timer and the sound.
Yeah.
Because I'm over here making my own sounds.
Boom.
No, but check it out. Thank you so much for sharing with us, sister. You gave a really dope depiction of the type of brother you're looking for. And I just listen, Terrell, you're welcome, brother. Okay? My sister,
Yeah.
she
All
got
beautiful.
the chocolate skin is on here popping tonight.
It's gonna be some tough decisions being made. We got such a variety of beautiful women, so this is
Oh, such
excellent.
a variety, to say the least. We're going to bring our next bachelorette here on the stage. Let's go ahead and bring Aisha here on the stage here. Lano, help us out with that one. Aisha, what's up with you, sister?
Hey.
All right, Aisha. D coming straight up out the D. She has no kids, standing 5'7". She is a therapist, y'all, okay?
and she is saved.
So that means she got to be healed. I hope
Right.
she healed. You healing other folks. And she is saved, okay? So with that being the case, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock for you. Can you please tell us a little bit more about yourself and what you're looking for in your brother?
Yes. Well, I am a therapist and a school counselor. So I do work with middle school and high school students. I've been doing that for about 7 to 8 years. I love what I do. I love people. What I am looking for is someone, of course, who loves God and has a relationship with the Most High. And as everybody say, you know, not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. What does your life say? What kind of fruit are you bearing? Someone who is humorous. The work that I do is heavy, so I do not want to stick in the mud. I love to kiki. So someone who is funny, relaxed, patient, and someone who likes to travel and also who knows who he is. Like, why are you here? What is your purpose? Where are you directing me? That's what I'm looking for.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Excellent.
very much.
Excellent.
All right. I think I only got 2 more ladies left that we actually got to get to here, which I'm very excited about because it does not slow down, okay? The ladies, they continue. Where's my button here? I really want to play that. Where's that beautiful girl button? Play that for me, Ryan. That's just how I'm feeling.
All these beautiful girls.
It's just so fitting for what's happening right now. Let's go ahead and bring my sister Jasmine up here on the stage. What's up with you, Jazz? How you feeling?
Hey, you guys. All is well. Hi, Terrell. Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you as well.
Thank you.
Incredible. Hold on, wait. Let me introduce you, Jazz. Let me introduce you real quick.
Let's
Because
get it.
they
It's
need
Miss
to
Jackson.
know. It's Miss Jackson.
Miss
I'm
Jackson.
sorry, Miss Jackson. Okay? She out there
Get
in
that sound.
Kansas City. All right? No kids. 5'9". She is an entrepreneur. And she's also a Christian. It's your time to shine now, Jazz. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Go ahead and tell me a little bit more about yourself and what you're looking for in your next brother.
Yeah, well, I am a real woman of God. I take my faith very seriously. I am a Christian. Jesus Christ is the love of my life. I'm very simple. You know, I'm a true definition of a Midwest girl. You know, I, don't, need any, anything too elaborate, fancy. I do love to travel and have new experiences. I'm a foodie, so I like to try different foods. I love fashion. I love live music. That's a little bit of what I like to do for fun. As far as like what I'm looking for in a man, first on the list would definitely be a man of God. I also think that's really important. I need someone who is really masculine, really confident, someone who has a sense of humor, and someone who can teach me something. I think that's really important. I really respect a man who can. I think that's my time.
Thank
Wow.
you so much for stopping it so I didn't have to jump in
That
and
was
be the
thorough,
guy.
though.
I didn't
Yeah,
want to be
that
that
was
guy. All right, boom. Yo, thank you so much, Jazz. We got one more beautiful lady that I want to go ahead and introduce. It's last but not least, I have my sister Kelly on here. Bring Kelly to the stage. Kelly, what up with you? And you gotta move back a little bit, Kelly. We gotta see you from the head to, well, not head to toe, but at least the top of your head. I want to see as much as possible.
That's
Thank
good.
you so much, Kelly, for being here with us today.
And welcome back, Kelly.
Welcome back. Kelly was actually here on our Tuesday night show. For those of you new, we are bringing a single shout out on Tuesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. We got my singles. They come backstage and we have a good time with the lovers. And she made it here to Thursday. So Kelly, you are over in Sandy Springs, Georgia. No kids, 5'6", wellness coach and fitness instructors. All right. And she is a Christian. Let us get to know you a little bit better, Kelly. So we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Tell me a little bit more about yourself and what you're looking for in your next guy.
Yes, I'm looking for a man who is very intentional, who knows what he wants, a man of God, a man who is actively like seeking Christ and is in his lifestyle each and every day, a man who just likes to have fun, enjoy life, a man who like just has a good relationship with his family, very family oriented. That's important to me. And just a man who is very intelligent. I'm like really big on like intelligence and learning. And also a man who is active because I'm really big on fitness and wellness. So I need a man who is like very active like me as well.
There you have it.
Excellent.
She said
Short
brief
and
and
sweet.
brilliant.
I like
right?
that.
Brief
I like that.
and brilliant.
So let's go ahead and pull up Terrell. We appreciate you, Kelly. Terrell, where you at?
I'm right here, brother.
So Terrell, listen, you just met 6 incredible, beautiful women.
Mm-hmm.
What's your first impressions?
I'm blown away. I appreciate each and every one of their responses. I can tell, I see why y'all brought them on. You can tell they have fluent personalities. You can see their love for Christ. And again, I think a lot of times people think that Christianity is boring, and it's not. You know, Jesus said he died so we can have life and have it more abundantly and to the overfull. And I can tell that they all love to enjoy life. So that's something I'm big on. And I'm just happy to be here and to meet all of these beautiful young ladies.
I love that.
Yeah, well, there you have
I
it.
love
Six,
that. Well,
six
first of all,
beautiful
hold on,
women
wait.
with-
First of all, you forgot to thank me, brother.
Thank you, sir.
I'm the
Tasha,
one.
I wanna
I
take all the
appreciate
credit.
both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hey.
such an honor and a privilege. Thank y'all.
No,
Listen.
I'm kidding, brother. I'm kidding, but I'm very excited for what's gonna happen next year.
Yeah, so lovers, listen. We want you to send over your super chats. We want you to drop the name of the young lady that you think is going to be Terrell's perfect match at the end. If you could, Lon, pull everybody up real quick so we take a look
Let's
at it.
show everybody so we can all see and get a picture of what is happening tonight. So meet our singles here tonight on Hardly in Love. Very excited about what's to come.
Now, this is dope. Before we continue, I want to give a real quick shout out to our episode sponsor. Of course, it's only Hardly in Love 100 dating prompts to take your dating to the next level. If you a single guy or single lady, I promise you, you just had these sitting, on the nightstand, the TV stand, the kitchen, anywhere. I promise you, people are gonna pick them up. They're gonna open them up, and the conversation is gonna flow from there. So please, all you got to do is click the link in the description, and you can get your very own dating deck right now.
Absolutely. So how you want to close this round out here, because this gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, well, so what I want to do, if possible, I want to bring Terrell up with the ladies, of course, and I just want him to give him an opportunity to ask a few questions for clarity or just address any concerns that he may have had about the the young ladies' introductions.
Okay, let's do it.
We're not we're gonna figure out. Make it brief and brilliant, Terrell. We're not gonna put you on the time. We're just gonna leave it open to you to address any concerns you might have.
Because we're gonna have to make some decisions after this here. So these are important questions that you need to ask. Because right after this, it'll follow some big decisions. So we're gonna let you go ahead and take the floor here for any sister that you might have a couple questions to follow up on.
Yeah, so my first question is it Zuri?
Zurin. Yes.
Zura, okay. So my question to you is about the Christianity and Buddhism. Can you just describe to me how those two are together?
Yes. I found Jesus Christ for myself as a teenager. I wasn't raised in the church. And then as an adult, I battled anxiety, and meditation along with prayer was helping. And that's how I found Buddhism. And it found what I really found was how the two met in terms of connecting to the Most High. And it just ended up working for me because it was just a gateway to more of God. That's
Totally.
the
Okay. And when you say meditation, are you just meditating? Are you meditating on the word, or are you just meditating in silence? Because both are good.
I've done repeated chants, just saying one sentence over and over again is where I started. And then it became just in silence, just clearing the mind, getting that more focused, but that would clear everything else out so I could finally release the anxiety.
Got you. Okay. Thank you so much for that response. The next question I have is for Kelly. You didn't really tell me much about you. You just said what you were looking for. I wanted to hear more about you. Can you tell me more about you?
Well, yes, I'm a fitness instructor and wellness coach. That's what I do for a living. And I just love to have fun. I'm a very adventurous person and I love God. I love my family. And yeah.
Okay. And when you say you love God, how does that look for you?
I mean,
A practical
I have
level.
a very, very close relationship with God. Like I pray, I fast, I read my Bible every single day. And I do devotionals. Before I even get out of the bed, I'm reading my Bible app. So, I mean, it's a very big part of my life.
Okay. And do you want children in the future?
Oh, absolutely. I love children. So I definitely want a family of my own. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Um, Now, Delicia, this is what did I say your name correctly?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Um, yeah, your response, I liked your response. Can you tell me a little bit more about how does when you define your relationship with Christ, how does that look practically? What would you say that looks like?
So I would say it's very spiritual for me. It's really deep. It's very personal. I grew up in the church. My family is like all involved. I'm talking like choir rehearsals and usher board, all of it. My father still serves. But me personally, I feel like the relationship I have now is very like one-on-one with God. I feel like growing up in the church, it was a lot of noise. And right now I'm really like locking in on like a one-on-one relationship with God where like the music that I listen to is impacted, what I read, how I write. I'm an author, so a lot of the books that I write include verses. They lead with verses. The chapters will have verses. Um, and, even the way that I, raise my kids are really rooted in Christ and, his teachings.
Okay. Wonderful. That was a great response. So one more thing, when you say spiritual, what does that mean to you?
To me, it's really connecting like a part of my soul to this, like, it's less of like a thing that everybody has to see. It's more of a thing that I feel, that I know, that I have faith in. And it's really hard to explain. I think you as a pastor, like it's just very personal. It's not something I share with everyone. It's just something between me and God, and the decisions that I make, and the person that I am is really just led by God. Like every single decision that I make is like, I consult with him. He speaks to me. And this is not something that I experienced as a young woman, but as a grown woman, I'm like, finally, this is what I've been trying to see. Like, this is what I've been trying to feel. And because of the noise, I feel like, church was like about dressing up and, singing. And, I mean, I like the singing, but I think now it's just very, very personal.
Okay. Thank you for that answer. My next question, Aisha, is that correct? Did I say it right?
Yes,
Okay. You from the D, huh?
absolutely.
No, I'm
Born
from
and
St. Louis.
raised.
From St. Louis. Okay.
Okay.
And you said you're a therapist and a counselor. I mean, how did you come into that? Being a therapist and a counselor. Is that something you always dreamed or desired?
No, actually. So when I got to college, pre-med, because they always push you to engineering or medicine or something along those lines. I knew that I wanted to help people and I knew that I loved people. But the science classes wasn't it. And so I got into psychology, and recognized like, okay, I'm really passionate about this. I thought that I wanted to go into education with that though. But once I got into education, I realized I was really good with emotional and behavioral support when it came to my students. And so I got into a counseling program, and the rest was history after that. I think that just my general desire to see people well is what pushed me to that, and I, just felt like that's what I was led to do.
That's what's up. That's big too. So you would say that you're walking in your God-given purpose?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, all right. And next, Jasmine, you're in Kansas City now?
Yes, I am a Kansas City, Missouri native, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm in Kansas City. I moved away for a short period, but I've been back home since 2021.
Okay. So you said you're looking for a man that a God that can teach you something.
Yeah.
Can you reciprocate that?
Oh, absolutely. I think probably what I can teach a man uh, is emotional intelligence. I feel like really honed in on that skill. I have a past and have gone through, childhood trauma and, just trauma in general. And I have definitely, gotten to a better place and I'm still, healing and going through that, but I've definitely found healing through Christ. And I've definitely, that's one of the big things about me, health and wellness and really being the best version of myself that I can be. And I love to have deep conversations, which is why I I can go on and on and on about, certain things, especially in that aspect. So yeah, absolutely.
So, and plus, we all have childhood trauma of some sort. What would you
Yes.
say? Of course, Christ is the number one way to heal, but did you do any other practical things to heal some of the childhood trauma?
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm a big believer in like not just, getting that spiritual part of it, but also like the clinical part of healing. So I do have a therapist that I see regularly, and I do things to aid in my, continued healing and to maintain my healing, which is, taking walks, spending, uh, making sure my environment is healthy and having, healthy relationships. I have discernment. That's one of my gifts. And so I can discern, who is good for me and who's not. And so, yeah, there's a lot of tools that I was provided from my therapist right now because I'm a little nervous. It's not coming right to mind, but
It's okay.
yes. So, but to answer your question, absolutely.
Well, I don't want to make you feel nervous. Let me ask you a fun question. You said you like music. What type of music are you into?
So I love number one would be gospel and contemporary Christian. But I'm an R&B girl. I love R&B. I love a little jazz. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Since I've taken my walk seriously with Christ and got out of a place of being lukewarm, which was 2020 is when I rededicated my life to Christ. I stopped for a long time listening to secular music. And I was like all about like just gospel because I really wanted to I'm big on like what goes into my eye gates and my ear gates. And so I eliminated that for a long time. But as of like, I would say like the last year or so, I started allowing myself to like listen to like, some clean R&B. Like I'm what they would call an old soul. So I like a lot of the old stuff, like from the like 60s, 70s, 80s, and a little bit of 90s as well.
Okay. All
Yep.
right. Hopefully that broke the ice a little bit. Now, I didn't talk to Keisha, right? Hi,
No.
Keisha.
Hi.
What's up? You from the D as well?
Yep. What up, though, is what we say.
So you live in Atlanta now?
Yes, I just moved to Atlanta in October. Loving it so far.
Okay. So what do you like most about Atlanta versus Detroit? What made you move to Atlanta?
Oh, honestly, I feel like God brought me here. I'm just not sure why yet. I know I just joined a church out here that I was actually watching while I was in Detroit. And I started serving in that church. So I'm thinking that's the reason, just wanting me to serve and get closer in my relationship with Jesus, just, really stay consistent on the walk and stuff like that. But I've been loving it so far. Like Atlanta to me is like a countryer Detroit. Everybody is just cool, calm, like everybody speak to you and it's dope. So I like it. And the food is good out here.
Okay.
Really good.
You said you serve at your church. How do you serve at your church?
So usher, I was like an usher assistant. I believe that's what they call it. I've only done it a couple Sundays now. So, but yeah, an usher's assistant and like helping in the lobby. It's they're not newer, but they need a building, so it's a lot to get like set up and stuff like that. So the setup, the breakdown, and serving as an usher.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. And what would you say your purpose is? Why did God bring you here on this earth? What would you say your you know it all? This is why I'm here. Your purpose.
I would say my purpose is to help and inspire people to move their body and to eat better. My health and wellness journey started about maybe 7, 8 years ago. And I went from eating everything, just about everything, to being vegan. I'm now pescatarian. And I mean, I fast, I juice, I work out, I do all of the things. And I think that God is using me to show people that health and wellness doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be this, I don't know. It doesn't have to be boring. It can be, you can have fun. You can customize your diet the way it helps you, just, as long as you're getting the right things and stuff like that. So I think just using me and my platform to just help people and inspire people.
That's what's up. Listen, I got one more question. This is for all of y'all.
Hold on,
Y'all
no. To TT, I gotta slow it down. I got to. Okay.
Let me tell you.
Because let me tell you, you asked. When we put this volume 2 of this, definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
we're gonna hit you up.
Excellent question.
We're gonna hit you up to put these questions together.
Yeah.
All right, but I can't let you probe anymore. Now I'm gonna see how as a decisive you are as a brother, because the plot twist of the night is 2 of these ladies, unfortunately, are not going to make it to the next round.
It's about that time, Terrell. It's time to make a big decision.
This is tough. This is tough.
What we want to do, we want to go ahead and throw. We'll give them 30 seconds real quick. Go ahead and throw 30 seconds on the clock real quick. Now, Terrell, over this 30 seconds, we need you to think about 2 young ladies that are not going to be making it to the next round. And of course, we're going to allow you to give us to us one at a time, okay?
Absolutely.
So
go ahead and put 30 seconds on the clock, Lano.
Yeah, check your notes, Terrell, because I mean, man,
tough decisions.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, man. Because
the clock is running.
Okay.
Yo, the chat. Let me tell you, I can tell you right now, this is the best episode we ever shot for Hardly in Love.
I'm ready.
Okay, cause you ready?
Yeah.
All right, give it to us.
Wait, hold tight. Remove that. Give us one. Give us the first one. Who will be the first to leave tonight, Terrell?
I'm sorry, I hate doing this, but Zurin is the first.
Okay, but let's bring Zurin up.
Bring Zurin up. Okay. Now break it down for us. Terrell, why did you elect to let Zurin be the first young lady here that's going home tonight?
It's because the Buddhist and Christian thing, me understanding Christianity, and I know adding Buddhism to it can be a little confusing. And for me, I'm looking for somebody that's straight up all Jesus, because I understand when you add different religions and with Christianity, because Christianity is not a religion. It's simply about a relationship with Jesus. And when I asked her about the meditation part, when she said she just meditated and made chants and stuff, that kind of threw me off a little bit. So that's unfortunately why I chose her first.
Yes, I could tell when you wouldn't bother to learn how to pronounce my name properly, but it's all completely understand. It's really hard for most Christians to understand it. But there are so many roads to God, and He only cares that you get there.
Jesus is the only road, sweetheart. Jesus is the only road to God.
Roads, my darling, life roads, life roads. Life roads. And He is the one.
Well, I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. My apologies. I'm a very respectful person, and I apologize.
How do you say it?
Zurin.
Hey, look at that. Thanks.
See, I got it right. My bad.
Okay.
I know get it.
So Zurin, you pretty much are not surprised by the decision he made, you saying?
Absolutely not. Every Christian makes that decision.
Okay.
So are you saying this is some issue that you had in the past with other Christian men?
Of course. And here's the thing. I I found God on my own. I found Jesus on my own. And that way I have a strong relationship with him because I didn't have anyone telling me to do it because you have to. You know, I found something inside myself and I was like, what is this? Who is speaking to me? And then I found Jesus. And then I found meditation to heal myself. And that didn't seem like different than God. It seemed like it was, I knew in my heart that it was one and the same. You know, when you learn a lot of different faiths and one thing or a lot of different things are the same between all the faiths, and that's how you know that's God. You know what I mean? But yes, I've had that problem before. I'll have it again. It's no problem.
Zurin, let me tell you, thank you so much, sister, for being honest and being yourself. We're going to have you go backstage here, but you can hang around because we're going to do some Q&A at the end. So if you want, obviously it's optional. You can hang around because the people may come up and have some conversation.
Yeah, or you can log out and log back in toward the end, and we'll just bring you back on. So either way you want to do it, Zurin. But we definitely want you to stay to the end.
All right. Now to...
What's the end?
Say it again?
Well, once we get to the final round.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm to the end of the show.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. Real appreciate you, Zurin. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop a poll because I know that was a tough decision for my man, Terrell. Pull Terrell up. I'm going to drop a poll. Did Terrell make the right decision in eliminating Zurin? So I'm going to go ahead and drop that poll. Just a simple yes or no. And I'm going to leave that up until we get to our next decision. And Terrell, let me ask you, do we need to put some time on the clock or you already know where you're going with this?
Yeah, I know I'm going.
Okay. Well, listen, let us know, and let the lovers in the chat know who is next to leave the show tonight.
Delicia.
Delicia. I'm
Bring
actually,
Delicia on the
I'm actually
on the
surprised
screen.
by that, Terrell. Bring Delicia.
I'm surprised by Delicia as well.
I mean, she came with this huge personality, Terrell. I mean, what's going on? Why are you saying no to Delicia?
Oh man, not Kitty.
Because her response when I asked what spiritual was, you know, she didn't really understand what that meant, but she said that's what she was. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be hard on her or anything, but for me, you have to really know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I'm very deep into, you know, the Bible and everything. And it's not to say I'm any better than anybody. I'm not. Jesus sees me just like he sees anybody else. But where I'm going on my path, you know, I'm gonna need somebody that's spiritually mature. You know what I mean? So
I guess I would ask you, what does that mean to you?
Spiritual is having an understanding and a relationship with God and his word, because in the word, it says my word is spirit. So in order to be spiritual, you have to have a relationship with God's word. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people throw around, I'm spiritual, but they don't even know Jesus or they don't know his word. You feel me?
It's funny you would say that because actually in the very first response, I'm the only one who quoted a verse, but I guess
a lot of people quote verses, but you know, again, it's the fruit of those verses. You know what I mean? I'm looking for fruit.
I am the fruit.
Oh.
You know, I'm not in any way saying you're not who you are, just for me. You know what I'm saying? I see nothing wrong with you just for me. You're a beautiful woman. And I'm sure you know, your path is wonderful because God loves you, just for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing against you at all.
All right. Well, you know, Delicia, thank you so much for coming up on here.
Yeah, I want to get some feedback from Delicia. I mean, what do you think about what Terrell is saying? And have you ever heard that before?
No, never. But I do know that, you know, I think like pastors and like, I mean, I've dated actually a preacher's son before, but I think that people who are like super Christian, i.e. pastors, they tend to think that they are a little better than others. And in terms of their spirituality, like I do see that they tend to think that like their path to God is like the only. And, you know, that's why I've always been a little apprehensive about, you know, dating like spiritual leaders, because they think in a way that they're like God in some form. And, you know, I know I'm a child of God. I live that life. You know, you can ask anybody around me what I do as a teacher, as a parent, as a, you know, as an artist and everything. It all leads back to one place. And
So my question is, based on the fact that you've had that experience in the past, Delicia, when you've heard what you heard from Terrell, would this, typically be the kind of brother that's your type that you would go for?
I mean, it really, his mindset just kind of like shifted for me with that, because my response did not match his. So for me, that's a no.
No, it's not that your response didn't match mine. It's just when I asked you the question, your understanding of it wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? And again, I just stated I don't think I'm better than you. I'm never that type of person. You know what I'm saying? But in all that getting understanding, and
Usually when somebody has to say, I don't think, stuff like that, it kind of leads towards, that's what you thought I was assuming. So, and I would only assume for a reason. But I understand, and it's cool. I respect your position and your opinion, and hopefully you respect mine.
Absolutely.
All right.
Nothing but respect, Delicia.
Well, Delicia, let me tell you, we appreciate you for joining us tonight. You have a wonderful personality. I mean, I love how you came ready, prepared. And I would like for you to stick with us until the end, once we bring the lovers in the chat up, to actually speak to the singles directly, ask questions, address, and share their thoughts. So if you could, we're going to take you to the back, hang out in the back, and we'll bring you back up a little bit later, okay?
Okay, I'll be here.
Excellent,
right.
excellent.
So let's pull up our ladies now, because we have four ladies here.
Whoa, hold on. Terrell, listen.
Yes, sir.
That was tricky, man. And I was on the edge of my seat. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like, I really wanted to walk out and just jump straight in and just dive in the chat, because I'm like, what's going on?
I hate that she took it that way, though. I didn't mean no harm by it. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just, that was my answer.
Well, look, the show must go on. So, Terrell, this is the thing. You had your turn to ask the ladies questions. Now it's time to put you in the hot seat. But before we do, guys, we are always looking for singles. I'm talking about really single and excited people to join the show, whether we're doing our Tuesday singles check-ins or we're doing our more structured 4-on-4 or 1v6. We want you to join the show. All you got to do is simply click the link in the description. It takes about 2 or 3 minutes to fill out the form. Yep. And in a few days, we will follow up with you via email or phone call to let you know that we want you to join us here on stage.
Absolutely. Make sure you put your Instagrams in there too. If you don't put your Instagrams, or if your Instagram's on private, it's going to be very highly unlikely for us to be able to accept you, because that's how we go about vetting you out. So go ahead and make sure you fill out that form for us, family. But big shout out to all 4 of my ladies that are still here with us.
Yep.
On the set.
And I dropped that poll. I'm going to close out that poll. Did Terrell make the right decision? We got almost 600 people in the chat. This is only the 4th episode, guys. To have almost 600 people in the chat with just over 3,000 subs is excellent.
Yeah.
And we got 143 votes on this poll. 94% of the lovers in the chat say yes, indeed, Terrell did make the right decision.
Woo!
So the chat supports what's going on.
They rocking with you, Terrell.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, guys, if you want your thoughts heard on the show, send us over a super chat and we'll read it in here. And this is, again, sponsored by Hardly in Love. We are about to move into the next round of Hardly in Love, where we switch things up a bit.
Absolutely, because it's time for the ladies to do some vetting.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Absolutely. So, ladies, here's what we're going to do, okay? Today, we put Terrell in the hot seat. So, yeah, we're going to do a little role reversal. He was asking the questions in the previous round, but now, ladies, you get to go ahead and ask the questions. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off here, and we're going to put 5 minutes on the clock, and we are going to allow our ladies here, Aisha, Jasmine, Keisha, and Kelly, to go ahead and ask any question that you may. Now, keep in mind, ladies, I don't want you to be shy. I don't want you to play cute. I want you to keep it real. Ask questions that are important to you, that actually make sure that there's chemistry and alignment between you and this brother. There's no order of operations. So the more aggressive you want to be, you might get more questions across. So you go ahead, don't raise your hand, just pop off.
Wait, hold on, Kelly.
Raise your voice.
Kelly, ready? You know what we can do? I'm thinking what we can do is we can just go to the next person once the line of questioning ends. So we can, let's say, start with Jasmine. Jasmine gets a couple questions here and there. Then as soon as her line of thought ends, we go to the next person.
That's cool. That's absolutely cool.
Go ahead and set us up for 4, Lano.
That's absolutely cool. So Lano going ahead and getting us set up here for 4. Okay, go ahead. So we want to get
Let's start at the top.
so at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, is he gonna put 5 on the clock? We already got 5 on the clock. Let's start with my sister Aisha. We gonna pop it off with you. Go ahead.
Okay. So a question that I have is, how do you balance pastoring? And then you said you had children, right?
Yeah, I have a 21-year-old son.
Oh, okay. So they're not small.
Yeah, he's moved out. He just moved out, so I got the whole house to myself.
Okay. So then that removes that question. But who do you think that or who do you feel that you are accountable to? Like, what does your community look like?
That's a great question. I have a lot of mentors. Obviously, my pastor, there's a lot of leaders in the church. I can't disclose his name, but yeah, there's a lot of surrounding people. So I have something called inner circle, outer circle, and it depends, and holiest of holies. My holiest of holies, those are the people that get the nitty gritty. They get the parts of me that's deep, like the part where I'm crying and just, being authentic and telling everything about me. Then you have an outer court where they don't get all of that, but I have those type of conversations. And then the outer court, those are just associates, you know what I mean? But I did like your first question, though. I do want to answer that because that was a good question. Because I don't want people to think that I'm just this stuck-up pastor that don't know how to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I was taught that and trained that by my mentors. Enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? One of my mentors told me, he was like, he did that in the first 20 years of ministry where he was traveling all over the world doing ministry and forgot about his family. So he taught me, learn how to enjoy your family, learn how to enjoy life. And you need Jesus to show you how to do that. But I'm always looking to enjoy life and preach the word.
Okay. So a follow-up question to that, what are some things that you do to take care of yourself in that way? Like, how do you pour back into yourself?
That's a great question. I'm actually a man that get his nails done and feet done sometimes. You know what I mean? I enjoy flying helicopters. I'm in a chopper all the time. I work out. I love to shop. And cooking is something that's therapeutic for me. And I do therapy. I think a lot of men nowadays, and that's something I'm starting to teach a lot of men, it's okay to do therapy. And I have a few therapists that I do therapy with. So I believe in Jesus and therapy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men don't do that. So I travel a lot. I do a lot. I enjoy life to the fullest. Anybody that knows me knows Terrell is not only the life of the party, but he enjoys life to the fullest. So trust and believe. I know how to enjoy life.
Okay. Now this is what we want to do. So hold tight. We want to move on to Keisha, but what I realized about this time, we kind of got to fix that. What we got to do is kind of give like each of the ladies like 3 minutes or 2 minutes or something like that. So go ahead and put like 3 minutes back on the clock real quick, Lano. And then Keisha, he's going to reset that clock. Don't worry about that. You go ahead and get started with your line of questioning, Keisha.
Okay, I want to get into the tea right here. So let's go to your last relationship. What did you learn most about yourself from your last relationship?
I like that question. I learned that I had some hidden skeletons in my closet, just like everybody else does. Sometimes as individuals, we can believe that when we find Christ, that there's no other work that needs to be done. And it showed me the issues that I had that I need to go work on. And that's why I'm still in therapy now. So I learned that, when you get into relationships, it brings out stuff that you didn't know was there. Because that's why relationships are good, because you can't see everything about you. And that's why having a mate is good, because they can call out something that you don't even know you're doing. Exactly. So it helped me to realize things that I didn't know I was doing and issues that I had tucked away in the closet that I'm currently dealing with now.
Okay, that's really good. Another one, this should go without saying, but you never know. So how do you feel about abstinence waiting until marriage?
Absolutely. No questions asked. No
Okay.
other answers.
Gotta ask because, some men be like, I want to test that thing out. So you gotta
Nah, not me. Nah.
Okay.
I mean, I believe because that's a gift that God gave us. You know what I'm saying? But it's only for when you marry. You feel me?
100%.
Now I'm just keep it real with y'all. I've missed it in that area before. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect. I missed it, and that was an area that I had to work on. You know what I'm saying? But I'm way better than what I was.
Good. That's good to hear. Same. That's all I got. Do I gotta ask another one or?
Nah,
No, you don't
listen,
have to.
you don't have to.
Well, I mean, listen, teamwork makes the dream work. So if all the ladies get the chance to ask the question, so he's gonna get quite a few of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Actually, so we good here. Go ahead. What you say, Terrell?
I said, shoot away. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm waiting. Come on now.
Let's get it. Listen,
Terrell said, turn up the heat.
Let's go to Kelly real quick, and then we'll finish out. But Kelly, because she raised her hand, I think she really got something on the chest. Kelly,
I think she ready. She got some.
We're gonna put 3 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, what are 3 strengths of yours and what are 3 weaknesses?
Ooh, that's a good question. 3 strengths, I would say communication is very strong with me. I would say my servanthood, that I'm a servant, and I would say that I'm a giver. I'm a giver. Those are strong strengths of me. Weaknesses, I would say I'm being developed in patience. That's a weakness. What's another weakness? I would say learning how to confront confrontation and not just turning my back on confrontation, just confronting it. You know what I'm saying? That's another one. And what will I say another weakness is? Slowing down some, because I tend to move. That's something that God told me. He said, son, you're moving too fast. I'm learning to do things a lot slower now. Not too slow, but having a balance on how I move and not moving so fast. So that's also an area that I'm growing in.
Okay, good. What are your deal breakers?
My as you guys know, my deal breaker is the personal relationship with God. I have to have that. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm not looking for a minister woman, a prophet. I'm looking to and see, a lot of times people try to put religion on you, because I hate religion, and say, oh, you're a man of God, you need to have a pastor as a woman. I don't expect the woman to be she doesn't have to be as, spiritually mature as I am. Just as long as she has a relationship with God, that's all that matters to me. I can't deal with, liars or cheaters either. You know what I'm saying? As long as the person is honest and not a cheater, and they have a relationship with God, those are my only 3 deal breakers. And you would say, well, how come you still single? Those 3 I ran into a lot. So.
And when was your last relationship?
Almost 2 years ago.
And why did you guys end?
Because she wasn't genuine. It kind of all 3 happened. Well, she didn't cheat, but she held out she was trying to move very fast. Matter of fact, when I met her, she said it shouldn't take but a year for you to know if you were going to marry me. But she had held back some things about her personal life that I feel like, again, if you're looking to get married to somebody and you're dating with purpose, you need to be intimate. And intimacy is not physical. It's come inside of me and open up and tell me everything. And I opened myself up and told her everything about me. And she didn't do the same with me. You know what I'm saying? And then on the top of that, she was playing church. You know what I'm saying? She didn't really have a relationship with God. So, when I wanted to, study the word and pray together, it wasn't in her heart's desire to do that. And it started to frustrate me. So I just did what was best and ended it.
Okay. That's all I have.
There you go. Right on time. Right in time.
Now, Jasmine, you had some time to think about this. So I know you're getting ready to come out strong.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and get it popping as soon as you're ready.
All right. So trending topic conversation. Where do you stand on the side of being a provider? 50-50 type of man?
I've been waiting on this question. I've been waiting on this question. Okay.
Are you a provider? And hold on. Let me cook. Are you okay with your partner, having her own career or, doing her own thing as well? So I'll let you go ahead.
Absolutely. So let me break this down for y'all, because I've been waiting on this. The 50-50 thing truly irritates me. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you what relationships to me are about. 2 people coming together and serving one another. Nowadays, in this generation, people are looking for somebody based on what that person can do for them. That's not why we should get into a relationship. So I'm coming to the table saying, look, this is what I can do for you. Here's the blessing I'm going to be to you. So I'm looking to serve my mate. See, let me tell you something. My pastor taught me this. If you are in a relationship, it's not my business how my mate is treating me. It's only my business how I'm treating my mate, and vice versa. So when you have two people who are focused on serving one another, there's no room for selfishness. You see what I'm saying? So the 50-50 thing, it should be two people giving 100 to each other. You feel me? So I'm looking for a woman I can spoil. I'm a spoiler. I love to spoil my woman. You see what I'm saying? Give her the world. But the problem is I run into women who's looking to get served. So if you got me and I'm willing to serve, and then I'm with somebody who wants to be served, it's not going to work. I need a person that has the same mentality and wants to serve me just like I'm willing to serve them. So it should be two people giving 100.
Wow. Love it. Love it. Okay. Come on, Pastor. I felt the
She said she liked that response.
Okay. What are you supportive of what she wants to do? If she wants to be a stay-at-home wife and a stay-at-home mom, or if she wants to have her own career, are you supportive of what she wants?
That's the part that comes in with 100%. I'm all in. Whatever she wants to do, I'm going to support it. Okay. See, here's what people don't understand. God has gifted each one of you with your own gifts, your own talents, and your own anointings. Why would I stop God for what he has for you to do? I'm not going to come against God and what he wants to do in your life. You have your own purpose just like I have my own purpose. And we bring those two purposes in together. I would never stop what my woman is doing in her life or her desires or what she wants to pursue. In fact, I'm gonna be there with cheering her on, supporting her financially. If I gotta show up, if I gotta be the marketing director, whatever I gotta do to help, I'm gonna be right there in full support of my wife's dreams.
There you have it. There you have it.
Thanks so much.
The hot seat.
Is it my time?
That's your time. That's your time. The hot seat got nice and hot.
I like that, though. The ladies came with some really good questions.
They did.
Yeah, got a little spicy at the end, too. That's what we needed.
You know what? The 50-50, you learn a lot about a brother with how he answered that question. You
Oh,
learned a lot.
Oh, yeah. He stood on business, though. He stood on business.
He stood on it.
He ain't stutter either.
He ain't even stutter. He ain't even stutter. So, just as last round took place, we're going to have to make some big decisions again this round because we're going to keep it consistent. Last round, 2 ladies had to go home.
Now, let me see.
Don't switch up.
Okay.
Don't switch up.
Okay.
And Ryan trying to save y'all. But what's going to happen this round?
I mean, this is good. And because I'm excited for the next round. That's the thing. I'm very excited for the next round.
I'm very excited. So check it out. This round again, Terrell, we got to send 2 ladies home again.
I just hate to do that, Terrell.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
We're gonna send 2 ladies home again.
You can't have them all. You can't have them all.
You're gonna have to walk away with one today.
I ain't trying to have them all, but it's just so tough because let me say this: these 4 women on point. Now the other 2 were too, but I'm just saying these final 4. This is.
It's
do I
incredible.
have to give an explanation because there's all of them they're so alike. Like far as want to pick them, do I have to give an explanation?
Of course,
yes,
you
have to. You have to.
We gotta understand your decision making a bit.
It's such a range of melanin going on right here.
This
is hardly initiated. It's just.
It's incredible.
Incredible.
It's incredible, y'all. It's incredible. So check it out. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put some time on the clock for you and give you 30 seconds because I know this could be a tough decision. All right, so we're going to put this time on the clock and we're going to come back to you and we'll get the ladies that'll be going home one at a time, okay?
Now, in the meantime, while we put that clock, go ahead and put that clock up, Lano. Now, in the meantime, what I want to do, lovers, I'm going to drop a poll in the chat. And I just want you to matter of fact, I want you to tell us who should be eliminated. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the chat now.
There you go. Poll is dropping. There you have it. Here we go. Time is up here, Lano. We got to make some decisions. So let's go ahead and get to it. Terrell, what we doing here? What's the first young lady going home today?
Man, I really don't have any explanations for these brothers. I mean, because I know I wouldn't come on here to think I could have them all, but man, I think I'm just the reason for these picks for me. I'm just going to say based on what I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? Just the compatibility on, you know how sometimes you have to feel that through a person. You know what I'm saying? There has to have been some type of connection, through energies or whatever. So my picks are simply based on that right now at this point, because all of their answers were perfect and all of their questions were wonderful. Okay, so the first one is gonna be Aisha.
Ooh,
Okay.
there we
Bring up
go.
Aisha real quick.
Let's talk about it.
Now, in the meantime, I told you guys I dropped a poll, so all my lovers in the chat, I want you to go to the polls right now. Who should be eliminated? We are eliminating 2, but unfortunately on this one, you can only vote for 1. But we want to know what the lovers think. Aisha, we got to get some feedback from you. You got to listen. You got some explaining to do, Terrell, because we like Aisha.
Yeah, that's what I want to
do
know
too.
here.
That's the thing.
So what was of the 4, why did you choose Aisha?
I would just say based on just the energy that you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if we will be compatible. You know what I'm saying? Just on, because at the end of the day, I have to keep it real. It's the spiritual part, but it's a package deal. I have a preference that I like outwardly as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's a combination of things. So it's not just that, but you know, it's.
So pretty much, first of all, listen, I ain't heard Terrell stutter all night till just now. So I know this is a hard decision for him.
But I see Aisha over there shaking her head and agreeing. So, you know, you saying you didn't feel the energy. It looks like Aisha might be agreeable where she may not was given the energy. So Aisha, let us know what the situation is.
I'm not upset at all. It's the same over here. So yeah, I kind of felt like probably after this round he was going to make that decision. It's no hard feelings at all. I respect your decision. We are on the same page.
But
now,
Aisha,
when you say same page, is it attraction or the spirituality?
No, it's not the spirituality. It's just the same thing. Like in terms of good fit or energy. I am personally I don't want to the role of a pastor is heavy, it's a lot. And I do think that you should be with someone who can walk with you in that role. And for me personally, that wouldn't be something that I would be interested in doing. So I get, for whatever reason, like internally, that you was just like, that's what I mean. We're on the same page.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No hard feelings, right?
No, not at all.
Okay. So from the realm of physical attractiveness, is, Terrell typically the kind of brother that you would be attracted to?
No. No, not necessarily. And like it seems like it was the same too for him as well. So it's all good.
Give us some detail, Aisha. Why not?
You guys and your questions digging deeper, Lord. It's not that he's an unattractive person. I think that we just all have people that we would normally gravitate towards. So
she don't want to keep
I'm not interested in picking anybody apart. That's just what it is.
I don't want you to pick him apart. I'm just trying to get a better idea what you're typically attracted to. Who knows? You might get recasted. Might be trying to figure out what the brother. But you like that. You like that. You like that milk chocolate. My brother love my brother love 2 vanilla for you, saying.
I tend to go for darker skinned men. So yeah, a little milk chocolate, as you stated.
See, there you go. Listen, I'm not gonna judge you for your preference. You can say your preference. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you. All right. Hey, well, look, I appreciate it. I mean, both of you guys have stated and made it very clearly. You know, obviously, physical attraction is very important. So there's no hard feelings about that. So I appreciate you guys for keeping it real. And thank you so much, Aisha, for being a great sport. I want you to hang out backstage until Q&A, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Aisha. Listen, I want to go ahead and read this super chat real quick. Shout out to Quay11. Says, just sending some love from Canada. Cash App isn't in Canada, so this is how I'm supporting the show. LOL. Keep up the great work, Ty and Ryan. Let me tell you something. That's how you do it, just like that. Send over them super chats.
Absolutely. That
Keep
makes
us
us feel
in business.
and keep us motivated.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Right. Wake up like, I ain't doing no damn day show. I ain't connected to nobody. But no, this is what keeps us going.
So check
thank
it
you.
out. Terrell, we got one more person that we want to go ahead and get eliminated here before we move to the final round here. So who you got for us?
And it sounds like you got your decision. Do you need time on the clock or we good to go?
No, I got it, and I didn't want to do this one at all either. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you why before I say the person's name. I can kind of feel like I don't think this person really is into me, and that's the only reason why I'm doing this. That's the only reason. I don't
Okay.
think this person's really into me, and it's Kelly.
Kelly. Bring up Kelly.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. Why would you say that though?
Because I didn't really feel a connection from you, when it was time to ask questions, and when I asked you about yourself, it didn't seem like, when somebody's interested, it just, it kind of seemed like you were a little nonchalant about it. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's just you, and maybe it would have took time. That's why I didn't want to do this, but I have to base it on what I'm feeling right now. You know what I'm saying? But that's the only reason. You're beautiful. Trust me, you are gorgeous, but that's the only reason why.
Well, thank you. I am a nonchalant person, but it just takes time for me to like open up a little more. That's just my personality. But I am interested and I'm attracted to you. I think you're a handsome guy.
Oh, Darrell.
Oh my goodness.
It was too early. It was too early. She needed more time to get,
He read the face wrong. He read the face wrong.
He did.
Hey, Terrell, do you want to rescind that decision? He's about to backtrack.
That's what I'm saying. And listen.
So let me ask you though.
Can I do that?
Would you want to?
Now,
if you find out,
listen, I'm not opposed, to taking three
I
ladies
wanna-
to the next
I
round.
want to retract that because her answer said something else to me.
Whoa!
I want to retract it.
Now we got to talk to Kelly about that, okay? Because
Okay, talk to her.
I'm okay with taking three.
Because I didn't hear that part of Kelly. That when she just said right, I didn't feel that part. But now, it was the difference.
She's being open. Kelly,
He took that Indian style on the bed, sitting wrong right
Right,
there. He
right.
read that the wrong way.
See, Kelly is just zen. She's just zen with it.
Absolutely.
Kelly, let us know. Are you feeling Terrell enough to go into the next round to get an opportunity to get to know each other a little bit more?
Absolutely.
That's it. That's all we need. Hey, are you cool with that, Ty?
Hey, pull my ladies back up because we about to make another decision here. Terrell, if we are saying that Kelly is not going to be the lady that gets sent home tonight, who is going to be the young lady that gets sent home?
Wait, oh no, so you still pushing this?
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Oh man, he's driving
Okay,
a hard bargain.
Watch it out.
And the only reason why I'm picking this person is because Kelly, what she just did, I like a fierceness in a woman, and I can tell she got some fierceness in her. And the only reason why I'm picking this person is because I felt strongly with these two people, but I would have to pick Keisha.
Keisha,
Wow,
come up.
That was a turn of events. I was not expecting that.
That was a turn of events. That was a turn of events.
Wait, but so before we speak to Keisha, I'm gonna go ahead and close this poll out. Who should be eliminated? We had Jasmine, Keisha, Kelly, Aisha. 43% of the voters, had about 112 people vote. They said that Aisha should be the first person to go. So Aisha's in the back. We're gonna talk to her a little bit later. Now it was a change because
it was a change. First ever.
Yeah,
on Harley and Love history.
I'm telling you. So it was Kelly. Kelly said some sweet things. Terrell is into it. We potentially got a match later down the line because there's interest. But then Terrell moves on to eliminate Keisha. Now bring Keisha up. And I'm going to drop a poll about this one because You're right, Terrell. I'm glad it's not us because Terrell has some hard decisions to make. But I'm gonna ask the audience. I'm gonna ask the lovers what they think.
Let's see.
Did Terrell make the right decision between changing his mind with Kelly and moving forward with?
And I want to talk to
Keisha
Keisha here. Keisha, how do you feel about that decision that was just made?
Honestly, I'm not too sad about it. I do think Terrell is a attractive man, very attractive. Not really my physical type though, so I'm not too sad about it. But yeah, I think the other ladies, they'll be a good fit.
Okay, and give me some idea into that as well about when you say not your type. What in particular?
I ain't gonna lie, I looked at that Instagram, and I think that what I'm looking for physically, is well, I mean, to be honest, I like someone that's more physically fit, and that's no shade to you, Terrell. I'm just
Oh, I'm swole. You ain't seen what's under these. You tripping. I'm swole. You tripping. I don't show my muscles. I got them though.
I must have seen something else, but yeah. So, just physically, I was just like, okay, I'm just attracted to something a little different. That's all.
Understood. And just general, as far as attraction, I know what you told us last time, Terrell. This wasn't a decision based on attraction, was it?
Nah, but see how it worked out how it should, because she already was feeling that way. But Kelly she told me how she felt, so it worked out how it should have.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't really feeling it, so it worked out how it should have worked out. See, look how Jesus worked.
Oh man, listen. You can't even predict this stuff here on Harley in Love tonight. I need everybody in here. We got close to 700 people in here in the chat. Share this with somebody right now so we could get to 800 people in the chat tonight. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already to continue to help us grow.
Yeah, and I just dropped that poll. Was Terrell wrong for changing his mind? I got two options. Yes, be decisive next time. And no, we like Kelly.
There you have it. I'm excited to see how that one here comes.
Yeah, very excited about that one.
Thank you so much, again, Keisha, for coming up here and being a great sport. I want you to hang out backstage till the end of the show because we're going to do some Q&A. I don't know. I think I might have some dope fellas backstage that might come up and shoot. They shot at you. So just be patient backstage, okay, sister?
They got to be juicing. They shooting the shot at Keisha.
Oh, yeah. Y'all better be swole. You already see the type, all right?
Right.
There you have it. So we're going to move on here.
Yeah, it's time to get
to
things
the next round.
Really popping because this is probably the lover's favorite segment. We get emails, DMs constantly about this, and it's the IG review.
It's the
they
IG
love
review.
The IG review.
And see, this is important because,
it is.
My brother here's a pastor. Terrell's a pastor. So the brand of the woman and how she's presenting herself online is very important. So we got to go ahead and get to these. And we probably need to get to it before they start going ahead and juice. Hey, don't be saucing up y'all IGs right now. I want y'all changing nothing right now in your bios and your photos, all right?
And that's the thing. The social profile works both ways. So we also want to take a look at Terrell's as well. And I'm sure the ladies and the lovers in the chat are curious about his. So who do you want to start with? You want to start with Terrell or you want to start with the ladies?
I want to start with the ladies just in case they try to make some impromptu changes real quick.
So let's go ahead and pull up. We just talked to Kelly for a bit. Let's pull up Jasmine real quick.
Let's pull up Jazz and
first go ahead and get them cameras and stuff.
And by the way, let me get Jazz. I want to get Jazz's actual. What's your IG?
It's ITZMISS Jackson.
Miss
JACKS.
Jackson.
Yes, sir.
There you have it.
Tyshawn is my cousin.
I might be. You got some good genes, if so. So check it out. We got a Proverbs 31 woman, a lover.
Whoa! Is that in the? That's in the
bio. That's in the bio.
Wow.
It's a
bold claim right there.
Bold claim, and the founder of Jesus clothing brand.
Jesus period. That's my clothing brand. Jesus
Okay.
Clothing brand.
Okay, so let's see what the photos look like. On here. Okay.
Yeah, let's get it.
Repping that KC. I see what's going down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, late night, date night. Okay, this how you pop out in the city?
Yeah, that's a little taste. Nothing major.
That's the brand.
Oh wow,
yes, sir.
We got some shirts on the way to Harley.
Yeah.
Harley and Love.
Send us some shirts. We'll rock some shirts. Send us over some shirts.
I got y'all.
Absolutely. Okay.
There she is.
So Terrell, just kind of tell me how important is it to you or how a woman presents herself on Instagram?
Very important. Very, very important.
Okay. What do you, is there anything typically that you look for with how a woman presents herself?
I'm glad we're getting on this question.
Check out that one.
I think the photo says a lot about a person. You know what I'm saying? What are they, especially in women, what are you willing to show? You know what I'm saying? As a man doesn't, you know, if he's gonna date somebody, he doesn't want a woman that's showing everything to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So that's very important. And then, you know, I represent something that's global. So you know, if somebody's going to be a part of me, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be very important. And again, not to say you can't be you, you know what I'm saying? But not to the point to where it's just like degrading yourself. You feel me?
Now, I want to give a shout out to Jazz real quick because I just saw that post. Go back to that post real quick because it looks like Jazz made a complete life transformation. Can we read that caption?
It's a new life in addition to many other things I was doing in the world. I also was living in fornication, which led me down a path of brokenness and dead-end relationships. I have chosen now to have life and have it more abundantly with Jesus Christ. My life has been forever changed. I've been transformed. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Okay, if you missed that one, I just hit it for you twice. So Terrell, what you thinking about this IG as I'm scrolling through it and you kind of seeing the type of photos on here? What you thinking?
I mean, it's fire. I mean, that's a swimsuit picture. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it ain't like she on there twerking or nothing.
We just got to keep scrolling down. They twerk at the bottom.
I'm gonna be honest.
They twerk at the bottom.
This profile is, you know, it's a thorough profile. She's got the full body pics in there. She's got some activity in there. She got friends and family in there. This is a healthy IG profile.
I would agree with that. As a brother, I would agree with that. It's a good mix. It definitely gives single, right? Like the woman is single. I don't see a bunch of brothers on here,
but not thirsty.
It doesn't look thirsty, and even the way it looks, it's like a little upscaleness to it, if you will. You know, so I'm really rocking with the sisters IG here. I think I've seen enough. What about you, Ryan?
Oh yeah, I'm good. It's really about what Terrell sees. Terrell, do you got any final feedback on this Instagram profile? Anything on here that in particular that concerns you, or are you good with this?
No, I'm good with it. All is well.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
My sister Kels.
So we got to bring Kelly up.
Kelly, what's your IG, sweetheart?
Kelly Lene _.
Now I like Kelly. She really strong arm her way to this thing. She's like, look, hey, that other one, get out of here.
Somebody else gotta go.
Right.
I deserve a seat at the table.
Right.
Now let's go ahead and check out my sister Kelly here. Kelly, faith, fitness, vlogs, living my life like it's golden. All right. So check it out. Okay. Now, have you ever, Terrell, just curious, have you ever had to potentially let a woman go because of how she presented herself online with women that you've dated in the past?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay. What are some of those Instagram deal breakers? If you see something on Instagram that is just, it's pretty much
twerking,
no bueno.
Getting on there twerking, being drunk on Instagram, those type of things.
Oh, those the ratchets.
Oh, look at this dude in here. Check out your segment on Hardly in Love. They already in the comments.
What? Kelly, come on.
Hold on, wait. Kelly, your DMs blew up last time you was on Hardly in Love.
Some people slid in there.
I can imagine they did.
First of all,
listen, you scrubs, y'all better call in live and make sure you get on the horn with these young ladies that we bringing up here.
Man, come backstage, man. Step up to the women in person. Y'all trying to sneak DMing. Come on,
and then
man.
To put that wasn't them DM. To put the comment on the bottom of the post is diabolical.
Yeah, it is. It is here. But you can definitely see it's fitness page for sure. Fitness page for sure here. Fitness page.
Yeah, give us some more of your thoughts about this, Terrell. Is there anything that we need to be looking at in particular, or you want us to just keep scrolling? What are your thoughts about what you're seeing right here?
Classy.
How do you feel? See, now a lot of men may have some issue with the young ladies in fitness because they might feel like sometimes a part of the fitness industry, a woman might have to be a little too revealing in order for them to grow their business. Is that a concern of yours based on what you see?
Because she's not really showing anything. She's just, you know what I'm saying? Neither one of them, to me, I don't see anything wrong with neither one of their Instagrams, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not religious like that to where you got to wear a long dress. That's religion. I don't do that. If you're sexy, be sexy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be you.
I
I told y'all before, I ain't that type of dude. Be you. You know what I mean? I like sexy, so
I ain't gonna lie.
I see heels
Pastor
on
Rel,
there
I like
too, though.
sexy too. I like sexy
I
too.
love sexy.
I ain't gonna lie
So-
to you.
Kelly, you hit heels ATL?
Oh, well, I went to one of their events, but I will be this year for sure when they open back up in, I think, March.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna see you out there. I actually did a couple of them. Let me tell you, shout out to Heels. We got to get that brother on the show. We got to just show up at Heels because they do an excellent job getting singles out there, exercising and you know, just hanging out. So I think they do a really good job. That's dope.
Well, first of all, I'm done with the IGs, man. Big shout out to these ladies' IGs. I think these are really some dope IGs, and it's not really about what I think. Actually, it's about what Terrell thinks at this point. Because
we were scoping. I didn't see. I'm looking for the red flags.
I'm looking, y'all, and I'm a stickler on these IGs because I'm big with how a lady presents herself online. But I think now we can really get to my brother Terrell's IG.
These beautiful girls.
Yeah, I want to get to Terrell's because we got to make sure Terrell, you know, actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. Because the ladies probably they hard on that too. They don't want no twerking online either. You know what I'm saying?
What? Listen, we gonna bring up Terrell's IG and we're gonna get some real feedback from Jazz and Kelly. So bring up Terrell's IG and let's bring Jazz and Kelly up as well.
There you have it. There you have it. All right. Servant, teacher of Christ, gospel of Jesus, gospel of grace, minister, investor, account executive. And I'm going to just scroll past that because, you know, we already had a conversation. But here he is putting in that work. Okay, y'all really see the brothers in action now. Y'all see the brother in action.
Now, I do got a question for you because you heard Keisha. Now, Keisha said physical. That wasn't her thing. She didn't see enough of what she was looking for physically. So let me ask you, ladies, go ahead and scroll through a bit more. And I'll start with Jasmine and go to Kelly. Jasmine, are you seeing physically something that you would like?
I think that he is a very attractive and handsome man. I would say I tend to gravitate more to a man who has a little bit more melanin. And I hope this is not insulting at all because that's not my intent whatsoever. But when it's like a man who looks like Terrell, because he looks like he might have a little mixture in him. He probably got Indian in his family or something. And I feel like those type of men, that look is like what I see in my family. Like my dad is biracial. He gives off like he could be my cousin. And so I tend not to like gravitate to that as much. And I'm not very, the physical attraction is not all the way there for me.
Honest answer. And, you know, it's interesting because my last sister Keisha said, but, you know, especially she's in fitness and wellness, that, you know, that's a very important part to her. Kelly, I know you're in the same industry. When you seeing the IG here, my brother, is the attractiveness for you there as well?
I honestly can't really see like his physique, but he's very handsome. I'm attracted to his face. I think he's really handsome.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. My brother gotta have something in the gym. I'm scrolling aggressively now.
Yeah, I don't see nothing shady
to try to
on
find
here.
some.
Oh, you keep going down. You're gonna see some in the gym. Keep going down.
He said, "Keep going down." I'm scrolling, brother. I'm scrolling.
You
I'm
see, I got a
searching.
lot
I'm
of
looking.
I got a lot of preaching and stuff. They go clothing line off. There it is. Look at that.
Hold on. Oh, you better not.
What
Oh,
you mean
He
ain't
got
no
the
he
guns
look-
out.
he look-
Okay.
That's why I told old girl, what you talking about? I got physique.
oh.
She tripping.
that boy looks cell block 32
He
right
do,
now.
He do though.
He
Better
living.
not play with my boy.
I'm
Hey.
doing pull-ups and going all the way down. A lot of men can't even go all the way down.
That's
doing
full
pull-ups.
extension. That's full extension
That's a
right
fact.
there.
Yeah. He got the rest at the bottom too. That's what I
Yeah,
do.
that's why when she
That's real
says
good.
ain't no physique, I said she tripping. Okay, don't let this coat fool you.
Oh, hold on. Stop playing. Oh, hold on. You see them shoulders?
Yeah, she tripping. Like what?
I see what's
He
popping
said,
off
man,
right here.
looking chesty over there. getting it popping. Okay, he lifting.
So Kelly, after, you know, I found a couple photos for you. Can you give me a little bit more this time now? Are you seeing more that you might be attracted to? Or you still a little skeptical at this point?
Yeah, I would say I'm attracted to him. I am. Mm-hmm.
Now, is there anything that you ladies are concerned about? Anything you ladies are concerned about that you see on the IG? Anything that worries you or gives you a bit of apprehension?
No, I think it gives on his platform that he's a man of God, he's a pastor, and I think that's amazing because I think personally that's what these social media platforms are supposed to be for. If you're a child of God, like you should be utilizing your platform in some form or fashion to glorify God, and that's exactly what he's doing, and I think that's amazing.
Excellent.
All right. Well, let me tell you,
Yeah, I
ladies.
honestly love. Oh,
No, go ahead, Kelly.
Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say I love how he incorporates his faith with fitness too, and just showing different sides of like what he does and what he's about. I really love that part.
Okay.
I mean, this is good.
We went through all the IGs here.
Yeah, I want to go ahead and close out this poll.
Okay.
So we can go ahead and kind of get things moving. Was Terrell wrong for changing his mind in the last round? We had two options. Yes, be decisive next time, and no, we like Kelly. It looks like 58% of the lovers were a little bit upset with Terrell, and they say, yes, he was wrong. Be decisive next time. So they didn't really like that Terrell, but let me tell you, when you feeling it, you got to do what's on your heart. And I think, if you felt like Kelly was the one, that's what you got to do.
Absolutely.
That's what you got to do.
So y'all heard her response. She said she didn't, that's what she said. So I'm basing it off what she said. And then when she said what she said, it's like, I made the right decision. I want somebody that want me. If somebody don't want me, why would I want to be with somebody that said that I'm not attracted to them? That don't even make sense.
Listen, I totally understand. And guys, I want to just remind all our lovers in the chat, continue to send your super chats and show love. Also, let us know who you think is going to be the final selection for my man Terrell. And what else we got? Also, always looking for singles. All you got to do is click the link in the description. And once you do that, it takes about 2 minutes to fill out a very brief form for which we will contact you via phone and email to let you know that you have officially landed and have been granted access to the dating panel and blind dating segments on Hardly in Love. And you ready to get to the final selection?
Absolutely, because we got to make a very, probably the toughest decision of the night here, because we're going to go ahead and let you pop this one off here.
Let's give them some time together. Let's give them, how many,
30 seconds. Keep it still.
Or a minute together is what I'm saying. A minute. Let's go to the FaceTime, Lano.
Okay.
Let's actually give them some one-on-one time with both Kelly and Jasmine. And let's go ahead and start with Kelly, and then we'll move to Jasmine. Bring Kelly up real quick.
Absolutely.
How long you want to put on the clock?
Yeah, I think I like the minute that you stated here.
A minute. Let's put a minute on the clock.
And by the way, this is just a quick conversation that you are going to have here with Kelly before you make this decision. We're going to give you a minute to talk to each lady so you can ask some final follow-up questions before you make your final decision here. Yeah. So as soon as you start talking here, we'll go ahead and start the clock for you.
And you know what? It might be some back and forth, so we're just going to put a minute and 30 on there.
That's fine. You know what? They blessed you with an extra 30 seconds here, brother, okay? They blessed you, all right? We're going to give you an extra 30.
This is not just for him. This is for you too, Kelly. So make sure you all both use this time wisely.
Absolutely. So when you start, we'll start.
Okay, Kelly, so I got a question. So would you say that you have a wall up, but sometimes, and it's like, it's a certain type of dude that can break that wall down? You know what I'm saying? Meaning, because I could tell you open up that quick, but it's just like you got to have the right type of dude that can pull that wall down. Would you say that's true about you?
Yeah, I would say I definitely need a man who is confident and like more aggressive a little bit, and like as far as just being decisive on what questions you ask and like trying to, it's not going to take a lot to pull it out of me, but like I just need someone who is just confident enough to like boldly ask me things, you know?
Okay. Mm-hmm. What would you, when was your last relationship?
It was 4 years ago.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been actively dating since that relationship?
Well, I took some years to heal myself and like get closer to God and just focus on me for a little bit. And I just started dating again like last year.
Gotcha. And what would you say some of the things you did to practically heal? Obviously, of course, spending time with God is always the key, but did you do anything else?
Yeah, I literally just got certified in like literally personal training, group fitness, wellness coaching, nutrition, just focused on my purpose and what God has me here to do. I believe I'm here to help people in that realm. So just focusing on my purpose, that's really helped me heal and just get closer to God.
Okay. That's all I have. Do you have anything for me?
Yeah, where are you from? And like, where do you live now?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. I've been in Atlanta, Georgia for 15 years now.
Nice.
Oh wait, we don't listen. I don't let the time run over a little bit. My apologies. We gotta let this thing slow down here, so we can actually get my next sister up here. My next sister, Jasmine. I'm gonna let her go ahead and get the same amount of time here before you go ahead and make this decision. As soon as you go ahead and start, the clock will begin.
So Jasmine, you said back to the comment that you made. You said that you weren't really physically attracted to me. Was that what you said?
Yeah, that is what I said.
Okay. So you prefer more dark-skinned dudes?
I would say I tend to, there's exceptions, obviously. I've dated men that are your complexion. And so there's, it's not, it has to be that. But yeah, I tend to gravitate more to that for sure.
Got you. Okay. And would you be like, if you were to get serious with somebody, would you be willing to move out of town, or how are you with long distance relationships?
Oh yeah, I would move out of town in a heartbeat for the right man and the man that God has for me. Like it's no question.
Okay. That's all I had.
All right.
With 30
Have anything for
seconds.
No. Oh, I'm sorry, Jazz.
Oh.
Go ahead, Jazz. Do you have any? Do you have any questions?
It's up to you, Jazz.
Yeah, I don't. I nothing that comes to mind at the moment.
Okay, so we're good.
There you have it. So here's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna go ahead and make a decision on this one here. We've given you an additional 90 seconds here, which we didn't even finish all of the time here on that very last conversation. But I want you to go ahead and make the decision here for tonight. I put 6 beautiful ladies in here. Now we're down to the final 2. We have Jasmine in here out of St. Louis, Missouri. I also got my sister Kelly here, straight out of Hotlanta, right here. Well, actually from Cali, but here in Hotlanta with us here.
Big facts.
And I want you to make a decision. Which one of these beautiful ladies are you going to be matching up with here tonight?
Wait, before we do that, do you need some time?
No, I know.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give you some time anyway because I need to do this real quick. Lovers in the chat, is once we get through the final round, we are going to give you the opportunity to come up live and actually speak directly to our panel of singles. So I'm going to be dropping the link in the chat right now. So right now, you want to go ahead and click that link, join in the back, and be patient. We will bring you up. Let's get back to Terrell.
Terrell, what we doing tonight, brother?
I choose Kelly.
Okay, that was okay.
Bring him up.
Bring Kelly up.
Kelly up. I don't know if many of us are surprised.
Wait, well, first, you know what? Before we bring Kelly up, let's go back to Jasmine actually, because give us some feedback. I think it was. I mean, just give us an explanation. What was it between? Yeah,
because she had the personality was there. Her questions were amazing. But if she's not physically attracted to me, I'm not gonna press that issue. You got to be physically attracted to me. You ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to have to grow over time. You got to like me where I am now. You know what I'm saying? And that's the ultimate reason why. And Kelly stated it from the fact that she was interested, so it's pretty self-explanatory.
But see, this was interesting to me because Jazz, at the top, I felt like when y'all were talking, I felt like a level of chemistry. I felt a level of attraction. Was there a moment in particular when the attraction shifted?
No, because I'm really sure of what I like physically, but I will say that there was a connection. And why it's a connection is because I love his mind. I love where, him being a man of God. Like, I think like he checks literally all of my boxes, like every single box. Like if the attraction was there, I feel like he would be like the perfect man for me.
Wow.
Wow, so here's my thing though, Jazz. Is attraction that important where a man can check all these boxes and that one thing is off, you're saying you're saying he would be the perfect man if it wasn't for that. Is that not something that you think you might or should be flexible on?
Well, I'm really aligned with what he said. Like, I feel like if you upon initial, like, meeting, if you're not attracted to them initially, I feel like for me, the type of person that I am, that probably won't change. And yes, physical attraction is pretty high up on the list. It's not the most important thing. But under being a man of God, it's pretty like, up there on the list for me. And so, like I said, I know what I want. I'm pretty, I can kind of gauge like that. I don't think it would change.
Interesting. We might need to drop a poll on that one because
I was getting ready to drop a poll, but I couldn't figure out how to word that one. So you got to help me out on that.
Did Jazz make the right decision?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Nice and simple.
Okay.
Did Jazz make the right decision? It's interesting because it is so hard. I talk to, singles all day long in my personal life, the people that applied here for the, the Harley and Love show, and a lot of the ladies give me the plight of how hard it is to find, these brothers, a man of God in particular. So, when you, especially I think it's just a very strong statement to say, if it wasn't for this one thing, he'll be perfect. So, when we ask about flexibility and how we should be flexible, that just is, it's interesting hearing the perspective and how we make decisions out here, as singles. But Jazz, I respect you making your decision. And thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the show. Just hang out backstage because I'm sure we're going to have some great conversation as we bring the people up for Q&A.
And guys, don't forget, all my lovers in the chat, we're going to bring you up for Q&A. All you got to do is simply click the link in the bio and the description. I literally just dropped it in the chat, and we will bring you up to speak to the singles live on air. And that opportunity is coming up in just a moment. Delano, can you bring up our final match? Because we really need to speak to both Kelly and Terrell. So, before we speak to you, Kelly, Terrell, give us again, very, briefly, why you decided to move forward with Kelly.
Cause her personality, I just love how when it really hit, she spoke her heart and she said what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that she'll be a challenge. Most men, we want something that's going to be challenging, that's on our level. And I just really feel like she's up there with me as far as the mentality. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I can pursue. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like her mentality, she's gorgeous. Like, that's why I was just like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, she checked off every box for me as well. So that's why when she jumped on late, I was like, who is that? You know what I'm saying?
Now this is
hold on, I got to play this one for him right here.
Right. Now this is the thing, it has to work. The match has to work both ways. So Terrell has clearly spoken his piece, and he has declared that he has serious interest in Kelly. And Kelly, we want to hear from you, but first, give us feedback on what you think about Terrell, and then once you do that, let us know if Terrell is moving in the right direction, and it is indeed a match for you.
From everything that I've heard, I'm really honestly impressed. So I love the fact that you're a man of God and the fact that you're living a lifestyle that's like pleasing to God. That is just so admirable in itself. And just how you speak and carry yourself is something I would definitely go on a date with you.
Wow.
We get ready. We going somewhere nice.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
High class too.
Listen.
What the hell are you waiting for?
Well, look, I'm going to go ahead and close this poll out. Did Jasmine make the right decision? We had over 130 votes. And, guys, we officially broke a record tonight. We hit over 130 people in the chat. Only the 4th episode, so this is tremendous. Like I said, we hit 3,000 subscribers today. This is also tremendous. And 77% of the chat says, yes, Jasmine made the right decision. And it also sounds like my man Terrell also made the right decision in choosing Kelly. So congratulations to the match tonight. Man,
I'm excited to follow up on this one.
Me too.
Yeah, let me tell y'all, I'll be on the phone talking to all of y'all, trying to get the ages just right and the locations and the interests. So when I see it all happen, a big smile pops up on my face here. Is it time for us? And guys, listen, don't be shy. I want y'all to come on backstage. We just having a conversation. Anybody got any questions that they want to ask anybody tonight? Any comments or thoughts on tonight's show? I want to hear it. And even if you might have some interest in any of the singles on here tonight, you know, we really got a bunch of beautiful ladies on here.
Yeah, it'd be really nice.
Feel free to come up on here and chop it up with us.
I'm assuming Terrell, you know, he's gonna reach out to Kelly via DM. All of the DMs, or not the DMs, all of the Instagram profiles are listed in the description. We get a lot of people email us and DM us about that. Say, hey, I seen such and such on the show. How can I get in touch with that person? No, we will never give their personal information over to you, but
Right.
you can always find their information, their links to their Instagram profile in the description, so you can follow them, subscribe to whatever they might have going on, or even reach out to them via direct message. So shout out to all the singles, and let's blow it up, man. Let's bring out all the singles tonight.
Yeah.
Let's bring everybody up. Get some feedback. Have
See
some
if they still
conversation,
backstage,
have
man.
some fun. Let's do it. Let's
I
see
want to
who
bring my
backstage.
singles up. Y'all turn y'all cameras on backstage, singles.
Because I want to get some
I
feedback.
want to bring y'all back up here.
Because the real poll is talking to the singles and ask them, do they think Terrell and Kelly is gonna work?
I want to get this here. Oh, okay. These the singles that's still hanging in here tonight.
He's got to push it all.
Okay, Lano's gonna be bringing everybody up in here. Shout out to all my singles in here
And love
that's
us in the
still
chat.
hanging around.
Listen, log in. We want to bring you on too, because we want to see what y'all got to say. Y'all had a lot to say in the comments. A lot to say in the comments. So please come up and be just as bold when speaking directly to our singles tonight.
Yo, let me tell you, I had a good job. I had a fun time talking to Delicia. Delicia,
I just love seeing Delicia. That whole aesthetic with the kitty cat is crazy.
I know. All y'all turn your mics on. By the way, Delicia is over there. She's in New York, right? And my family's from New York. My background, I was born in Brooklyn, so we had like a natural connection. She just got like a level of New York honesty that I really like, and I want that to shine tonight, because when you saw this connection pop off, what's your thoughts?
I mean, oh God.
What was it?
I kind of felt like he chose Kelly because she chose him, you know? He kind of the easy way out with that one.
Now, was that wrong though, for a man to choose somebody who is, also is into him? Is that, you think that's wrong?
I wouldn't say it's wrong, but women like chosen, we should be chosen, and he rejected her at first. I don't think that I would have allowed that.
Interesting.
But you have to remember why I wasn't, she explained why she had a wall up, but she stated, I love a person that's direct, and that's what that won me over when she said her piece and said she was interested. That's what I needed to hear. Again, I'm looking for somebody that want me just as much as I want them. And I explained to her, as soon as I saw her, I was amazed at how beautiful she was. So, she was always one of the ones I was looking at picking.
That's sweet. Well, I do think that looks like a healthy match.
Listen, that first statement and this one here don't even add up. All right? That ain't really adding up, but
My experience, I'm like rooted in this whole church thing, so like I just know it just takes time to really know who somebody really is, especially when it comes to your spirituality, whichever way you may define it. So I guess it's only gonna tell. We can only tell with time.
Okay, and that is true. That is true.
That is a fact. She's right.
I'm gonna follow up, and I'm gonna be keeping up with you guys. Hopefully, we can bring y'all back and have a beautiful story that we tell here on Hardly.
Yeah.
In Love.
I want to get the rest of the singles' opinions on this match.
Absolutely. Who you want to hear from next?
You know what? I just want to hear from Zorn. Zorn she just seemed like she just ready to say something.
I'm ready to what?
Just say something. Tell us
what's
your
your thoughts.
Oh, well, I pretty much saw everything as it was going to go down the second you introduced Terrell. I was like, yep, this is what's going to happen. I'm leaving first.
Really?
If I could have had it my way, I would have just gracefully, okay, bye. You know what I mean?
But why is that, Zorn? Why did you sense that from the very beginning?
Well, someone who is a pastor has to you know, you're doing a lot. It's a big job. It's a big responsibility, and you need a first lady. You
That's
need
not
that
true. That's not
kind
true.
of woman. Well, I mean, and
That's
someone who
religion that
has,
says that. Religion says I don't expect the woman I married to be the first lady. She again, that question was asked me, can that woman be her? And if that's not who she wants to be, then that's not who she has to be. See that
mm,
again, that's what religion does. It puts you in a box and says you have to be this first lady, and that's not true. You know what I'm
okay, and
saying?
yet I was put in a box for learning about more than one faith. I felt like I was put in a box. So,
Mm.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's put in a box. It just wasn't a match for me. You know what I'm saying? You're free to do what you want. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but just for me, you know what I'm saying? It just wasn't something I was into.
I understand that. I'm saying that I saw that coming. I also, what I did not see coming, with the last minute switch, I did think that your last two was going to be Keisha and Jasmine. I was surprised about that. Didn't see
Mm.
that coming. So
Now, why did you
that's
think?
cool.
Why did you think Keisha was going to be a front runner or one of the decisions that Terrell was going to choose?
You know, it was just a vibe. Like Keisha has such a sweet vibe. I just felt like it really matched Terrell for some unknown reason. I just felt it. But then at the last minute, you know, you never know. Slip, slip. You can't make any assumptions. You really can't. Because attraction is important. But I do believe for women, sometimes at least half the time I found myself okay at first and then growing to be more attracted over time once I get to know who the man really is. I don't think that happens with men in the reverse though.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I actually agree with that though. I think what Jasmine did, I believe you should believe God for what you really want. You know what I'm saying? Why can't you have it all? That's how I believe. So that's why I respected her decision.
Amen.
And that's interesting because Jazz, do you think we have this conversation many times in small circles because I talk to a lot of ladies who are deep in their faith, and we see, listen, the church is filled up with single ladies. That's something actually that we working on. Hardly in Love is even attacking at this point, really trying to get some connections popping off in our community at this point. Is it unreasonable, or do you think it's reasonable to expect a man who is well deep in his relationship with God, handsome, well off, and really has all of those boxes checked? Is that a reasonable expectation for a woman?
Absolutely. Like you're talking to a woman who believes in the word. Like in the Bible says that, you know, what the desires of your heart, he will fulfill as long as you delight yourself in him. And so I believe that wholeheartedly. Like if whatever my heart desires, God is a God that he's not going to give you something that you're not fulfilled with. Like he knows me better than I know myself. So you know, he designed me the way that he designed me, the what I'm attracted to, he put that in me. And so yeah, I trust God in that way that he will give me everything that I want and more, even the things that I don't even know that I want. So absolutely.
Wow.
There you have it. There you
That's
have it.
powerful.
Do the ladies agree? On the set, Keisha, you agree?
100%, 100%. I think that, and I mean, I know some amazing, attractive, you know, God-fearing men. So I know that they're out there. For me, like Jasmine said, like I have to be attracted to you, you know, physically, mentally, spiritually, like all of the things. You have to check all of those boxes because it's like, okay, you a man of God, and you know, we can pray together, go to church together, do all of the things, but if I don't want to come home to you because you not, you know, looking the way I want you to look, it's kind of like, what's the point? You know, what are we doing? So, and I do believe God will give me that, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Hey, Art, I got a question for Hardly Initiated. Did y'all show them my picture before they got on?
We did
No,
not, man. We
no.
tried
Okay.
to do our best to hide you all the way to the very beginning. If you even look at the thumbnail of it, we took your face off the thumbnail.
Yeah.
We tried to hide you,
Okay.
brother.
I didn't add the Instagram profile until it actually popped up on the screen. That's when I just added it, yeah.
100%.
Because the ladies, let me tell you, they're gonna do their due diligence.
Oh, the ladies, they listen.
I know. Ladies
I
don't play
checked.
with doing their due diligence.
That's
That's
right.
the first thing I checked. And like again, it's like I just want somebody a little buff. That's all, you know what I mean? Two something, you know what I mean? So that's
I get it. And these are some of the challenges, of dating is wanting to find this Mr. Right. That's why I need my brothers. Let me tell you, I need all of my brothers in here right now. Please fill out that dating form below, because the ladies are out here looking for you guys, especially for my brothers that could do 50 straight push-ups. All right, because these ladies are hard on the brothers.
Right. Aisha, you kind of quiet. What's on your mind, Aisha?
50, and that's the crazy part. I could do 50 straight push-ups. I do it every day.
Hey, 50 is good. 50 is good.
That's decent shape. You're doing
Yeah.
50 push-ups. That's
good.
pretty decent shape right there.
Aisha, you got anything to share?
No, I think the original question was if we thought that they were a good match. They seem like they would be. They seem like they have meshing, personalities and spirits. So, I hope you guys get what you desire.
Okay,
There you
okay.
go.
And I just love Kelly. Kelly just zen. She just like, listen.
Super
the
zen.
tribe has spoken. Now, real quick, the lovers have officially entered the live stream, and we got one of our lovers, Andre, has joined the chat. Andre, welcome to the show.
Lover. Let's
Not my lover, a lover.
A lover of Hardly in Love. Andre, for the people that might not be familiar with you, can you give us your age and your location?
Atlanta, Georgia, 42 years old.
All right. And what do you do for a living, brother?
Business coach, marketing expert, real estate investor.
Okay. And okay, so you getting some bread. That's what he said low key. That's what he just sounded like.
sounds like.
I'm doing all right.
He's doing all right. So, just to kind of start off, what was your thoughts with how everything went down tonight, Dre?
I was surprised at first. I thought T was gonna pick sister whose name begins with A. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce your name.
Aisha?
Aisha. I thought he was gonna pick her because when he was talking, she was smiling. And a woman who smiles at you generally likes you. But I love what T did. T, and more men should do this. He pivoted when he said, I don't think she's into me like that. And us as men sometimes try to force the attraction, but then you're always fighting. I think it's just a much easier relationship when you pick who picks you. Now, of course, you have to be into her as well. But us as men, we try to force the issue sometimes. And we're like, man, how come she's not doing it? Man, I went on a date. 3-4 dates in, you usually know something, right? But I kept on going on the dates because I liked her. I had going out with somebody else who I had stopped seeing who was really into me. I was like, yo, Dre, you picked who you wanted. You didn't pick who wants you. And I think more men should do what T did. So smart move, T. And I hope you and Kelly work out. Shout out to the Run Club, too. I'm also part of the Run Club.
Excellent. Now, Dre, I want to continue with our line of questioning on this. What did you think about the ladies that we had on the panel tonight specifically?
Good looking. Yeah, they're good looking. Yeah.
Now, I mean,
I was very impressed with the lineup.
Me too. Tyshawn
Yes.
Delano did an excellent job. And you talk about intelligent, well-spoken. These ladies clearly got
Good
ambition.
skin, too.
They know what they want. Beautiful skin. Long hair,
skin,
don't care.
yeah.
Yeah, they got it all. They got it all popping today.
now here's what I want to ask, because you heard some of the things that the ladies are interested in. They are single ladies here standing on the set. Do you think there could be any potential chemistry between you and any of the single ladies that's here on the set tonight?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
That was very quick. Why did you say it that way?
I don't think it's a match.
It's 6 of them.
Well, no.
Well,
five. It's
Five.
It's
I'm sorry.
Five deep. Yeah. I don't think it's a match.
Hey,
I don't think it's a match. So
my boy's about to swing on all day.
Nah, one take it, bro.
I don't think it's a bad. So you can find somebody attractive who you don't see yourself compatible with, and who you're not attracted to. So I just don't see a connection. But they're great, and shout out to everybody, and I wish everybody the best.
Okay. Now I did have a super chat coming. I missed this one. Shout out to Sean Like D. Asks, is the pastor in the fraternity? So Terrell, are you in the frat?
Nah.
Okay, so the answer to that is no.
Interesting.
And shout out to Slave of
I guess
Christ.
they see that blazer. They like that blazer. He look frat clean.
Frat.
We do have frat energy though, T. Everyone in the chat was talking about it. Everyone.
What Dre? What's frat energy?
That just means he's smooth. That's all that mean right there.
Great conversation. Knows how to have a conversation. Knows how to move and bop between conversation. So he has leadership energy, and some people can connect leadership energy with frat energy. But yeah,
I would agree with that.
Okay.
He took lead. When it was time for him to ask questions, especially in that first round,
that was excellent.
I was very impressed with how well he remembered so many aspects about the ladies, to not ask generic questions, but to ask questions based upon what they each individually said, which is very difficult to do because a lot of guys are just generally not present, not focused, not aware, and even not diligent enough to take notes to ask detailed questions. So that could go over a lot of people's heads. That was actually very impressive. You get kudos to you, brother, for that.
I have a question. How did the ladies like the 6-on-1 dynamic?
Great question.
I liked it a lot. I loved it. I think this is a way better setup than I saw with the last. And I think it's set up in a way for both parties to really figure out what they want. And I think it probably is more beneficial for like Terrell in this instance. It would be really beneficial for him because he has a variety. And so yeah, I like it like that. It's not confusing.
How would you have felt if it was just you and 6 guys?
Sounds great.
We gotta do that. I like that.
A dream.
Well, first of all, listen. Let me tell y'all.
We're gonna do that.
We might mess around and change this to 1v4 next time because it's hard to find 7 great singles every time.
I agree.
So we might bring some adjustments to this because we want to consistently do this for you guys, and we want to consistently bring great conversations to singles where we can achieve depth, we can achieve substance, we can make some matches pop off, and we can just generally see what's going on in the space. Because I always learn a lot about my singles when I bring us all here together and I see how we get to make decisions. It's always fun and a good time with my singles. So y'all gonna see how we bring it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because we got 700 people in the chat, but it looks like Dre is the only lover from the chat that actually wanted to join the panel and ask some questions.
They still a little shy, man.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. But I got one final question. Unless anybody,
I got one more question too, Ryan.
Okay, well, cool. We gonna okay, cool. Go ahead, Dre. Ask that question. It's cool.
All right. Would you consider so for some people religion is a big deal, right? Shout out to all my spiritual religion followers of Jesus, however you define it. Shout out to you guys. But there are some of us, I consider myself one of those people who aren't hardcore religious in our beliefs. What about a panel where people who aren't Christian, where no one identifies as Christian? Would you guys consider doing that show?
Were you talking to me or the lady or the panel?
You and Ryan.
Well, see, here's the thing. What happens is I'm actually looking to go about casting the contestants that fill out the actual the form that we put below. And the reality of it is majority of our community is a Christian community. Our community and just in general, the black and brown community in general is largely Christian. My goal, because here's the toughest thing. The toughest thing is that when you're doing a show, you have to put people together that will have a high proclivity of having interest in one another. So because most of my community is Christian, most of the shows are going to be Christian, if not all, because as we can see, most of the rounds, if they're not Christian, that's going to lead to just straight elimination. It's kind of what it is. Depending. Now, there's a spectrum of belief because I personally know a lot of people who are married to people who are non-Christian. And that is such a controversial and debatable topic in itself. Such a debatable topic. But most of our community is Christian. So that's how most of the shows will end up going down.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. I got it.
Okay,
Can I
yeah,
question?
yeah. 1 second. Shout out to Slave for Christ. Has a question for Jasmine specifically, and then we'll go ahead and move to you, Jasmine. Other than you prefer men who are darker. Was your heel height a preference also, since he's 5'9" and you're 5'9" without heels?
Well, that's a great question. And so it's not like a hard requirement for them to be like over 6 foot. It definitely is a preference, but I will say, like, I've dated someone who was my height that I was like, I really liked, like I was in love with this person. So yeah, it's not a hard requirement, but it definitely is a preference for a man to be taller than me. I prefer a man that's 6 foot and above.
Wow.
So
Don't all the ladies say that? All the ladies
That's
say
it. I mean,
6 foot?
that's just a general standard.
It's crazy.
Among the ladies
Yeah.
and the community.
Gets the disrespect.
shout out to the
just fade
tall
away.
man.
How tall are you, Dre?
6'2".
Wow.
There you have it.
I'll do 5'10".
Hey, yo, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I'll be back.
Yeah, you good, but I think one of the ladies had a question.
No, I was
I
just
say
saying,
I would do 5'10" and above. It don't have to be 6, but because I'm 5'8", I'll do 5'10". But lower than that, it gets real tricky.
Wow. Wow. And Delisa, what you had?
yeah, I was just gonna respond to Dre's first question. He asked, how do we like the dynamic tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I know I've voiced this to you before. I felt like, women competing for one man was rough, but I do think that it reflects reality a little. So I understand why you did it.
I think it's the reality because y'all pick the same one or two guys most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
So it just seems to work out that way anyway.
Now, we literally had a 4-on-4 the show prior.
Yeah.
And 2 ladies picked one guy, and the other 2 ladies picked another guy. So it actually kind of turned out like that.
Yeah.
The 80-20 rule. The 80-20 rule.
No, really, because I mean, even this, it's kind of weird. I'm in like the seat of a matchmaker, so I'm learning a lot about what the ladies typically like. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, ladies are sticklers. Like, that brother got to be handsome.
Yep, got to be tall.
He got to be relatively tall.
Got to be in shape.
He got to be in shape.
He's got to appear to, because it's
relatively successful.
Exactly.
He got to be relatively successful.
And he's got to be confident and smooth.
Yeah.
And know how to handle communicating with multiple ladies at
Oh, his
once.
mouthpiece got to be together.
Yeah.
If you got all those other things, but you won't hear, but it's over for you, brother. It's over for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nothing short of a miracle.
I think that it might vary for me. I really do. I mean, I do have like a specific type in my mind, but I do find that I fall for someone's mindset, someone's character. So I just don't want to discourage anybody from thinking you have to be a certain type, a certain look, or anything like that.
Well, listen, we gonna keep doing Harley and Love, and the ladies gonna keep picking, so we gonna see.
hold on. And they joining in the chat, kinda. So Dre, you got some answers that we need from you. Sean Like D says, Dre, what is that statue on your bookcase behind you?
Hey, it might be a little connection with Zorin back there popping off.
No, not that one, Dre. Look up to the right. What is that?
He got Black Buddha back there.
Hey.
Wow. So Dre is also Christian and Buddhist.
Hey, Zorin.
I respect religion. I just don't identify as any religion. So I can meet a woman from any religion and get with her as long as she's cool with getting with me. I won't be leading her in Christ. I probably won't go to church or the mosque as much as her, but I'll go. I'm just where I'm at with my religion and spirituality. I'm at total peace with it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
I understand, brother. I understand, Dre. So check this out, man. Thank you guys for all of you guys that participated tonight. I really had a great time.
Y'all are dope.
With all of my panelists here tonight. This was our very first time ever having this segment here. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. This is only the 4th episode that we've ever done, and we coming in all guns blazing.
Hot.
We are, I mean, y'all see when me and Ryan say we're going to put something together, we do it the best way we possibly can. So if you can just do one thing to support us, guys, is hit subscribe. That's going to help us continue to gain reach and territory in the YouTube space, and also to potentially attract more and more singles, because we got some really great ideas and concepts that we want to bring, and we need you guys to help us do so. So please press the subscribe button. All right, it's free. Just so you know, it's free. If you want to go to the next level and really invest, the Hardly in Love cards is here. This is truly a spinoff of our Hardly Initiated show, which we do Monday and Wednesday. If you're not subscribed to Hardly Initiated already, I don't know what you're missing out on. All of our shows are on at 8 p.m. Okay, the Hardly in Love is going to be Tuesday and Thursday night. Thursday nights, like tonight, we do our game shows. Tuesday night, we have a singles shout out. That's when we just drop the link and we build with our singles. We promote you, we talk to you, we see what's going on with your preferences, and some of you will even cast for our Thursday night show. So just continue to be here with us every Tuesday and Thursday night. So much love to all my singles here that showed up, and everybody that's bold enough to fill out my casting form.
Facts.
It's a lot of people that filled it out, so be patient with us, guys. It may take a couple weeks for us to get back to you, hit you up, but please make sure you take your IGs off private when you fill it out, and you put the right phone number. Y'all be putting the wrong phone numbers and everything. It just end up being frustrating trying to call y'all folks.
Right. And let them know Delano is gonna be calling.
Yeah, Delano's gonna be calling.
Listen, he learning. He learning how to do these casting calls. So y'all be patient with him. So y'all be trying to hang up on my man.
Right. He be a little nervous sometimes. We trying to get his mouthpiece together because y'all.
Oh, he gonna be tight.
He gonna be off the chain, but right now y'all will be eliminating his behind based on his current mouthpiece. But we working on this young man here, so don't worry. We building.
Yeah, he'll get a camera, mic,
a brother.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. It was an incredible experience. I enjoyed it.
100%.
Great show, guys.
Y'all want to send us any emails, give us any feedback. Info at Hardly Initiated is how we do it. Much love to all my ladies here on the set tonight.
And one more last shout out. We're going to make sure to follow up with Kelly and Terrell. Kelly and Terrell, bring them up real quick. Let's get them one last hoorah. Now, Terrell, you better make sure you listen, stick to the script. And I want you to holler at my girl, Kelly. She's been real zen and chill this whole time. Very upfront about what she.
That's what I liked about her. She reserved. I like that. I see her. I see you, Kelly.
She got that first lady energy.
Right. Oh, yeah. Listen, you better get right, because listen, you know that they gonna jump in the DMs now if you don't get right. So Terrell, we rooting for you.
Oh, hey, let me tell you, them dogs gonna be in the DMs regardless. Oh man, but look, much love to both of you guys. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Hardly in Love. Y'all already know how we do it, baby. We are out.